Hey everyone, welcome back to Alchemy with Zero Phase. This is Eric, and in this video, this will be the next part in our series of image control through prompting. In this particular video, we are going to talk about controlling color. One of the things that Stable Diffusion can sometimes struggle with is when you specify something's color, sometimes that color can bleed over into other objects. Specifying multiple colors within the same image from a single prompt gets a little difficult. And so I'm going to show you some techniques that you can use in your prompting to help control color, help the AI focus on specific items and what their colors are, and just in general, how to get the colors you want, or even the color theme that you want in a particular image. Okay, so what I want to do is we're going to get a prompt to build off of, and let's go ahead and use my prompt here. Let's just generate an image here. We're going to do a digital illustration of a let's do a fox. We're not going to specify any colors in this, okay, because we're going to do that later. Fox in a forest next to a pond with a large butterfly. Now, depending on what my prompt generator does, it may incorporate colors automatically, or it may just say colorful. So let's just double check, make sure we're not getting lush greenery. That's fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab those. Let's just see which image we get that we like and go from there. We're going to do this as a landscape image. We're working with 5 prompts, so I'm not going to worry about the batch count being more than 1. We are using the, we're going to go ahead and switch this over to a different model. I really like lightning models. Let's just pick a different one. I know normally I use the Reality's Edge. Let's see, did I spell that right? L-I-G-H-T, lightning. I don't know if I spelled it right, but yeah, let's see. Let's do pixel wave lightning. Sure. Let's try that. Let's see what that looks like. We're going to bring the config scale up to 2.5. That tends to allow a better quality image. And sampling steps, I like it. Okay, about 6 to 8. So let's do that. Let's just see what these images look like, and then we'll pick one and bring it up here, and we'll start working with it. And I'll show you how to really emphasize specific colors, how to get it to do a specific color, that kind of thing. So right now it's currently moving over to that different model from the one I had there before. I think that last one is kind of what, these are interesting. I think I've worked with this model before. I wasn't sure if I liked it. Let's try a different one here. It's not quite the style I was looking at. Let's try the Copax Timeless. Okay, so these are a lot more like what I was thinking. So it was a little too far away. That one's better. I like that one. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this. We're going to maybe change the color of the butterflies, the fox, add some flowers into it, and just overall try to change the overall aesthetic by controlling colors. So this particular one, let's grab the prompt for it. Put it up here. Let's shut this off for now. Okay, so what do we got? We got a close-up digital illustration, majestic fox near shimmering pond with butterfly. So one thing I've noticed through my experimentation with this is that Stable Diffusion really likes it when you add a preparatory descriptor word for the color before the color. So let's say with this fox, we're going to say majestic ruby red fox. Okay, and we're not going to change anything else. just render that out. So didn't really change the color much. Let's change this to a emerald green fox. See what that does. So here's what I'm talking about. When I said emerald green, yeah, it changed the fox to emerald green. Not bad, but it bled out that color to the water. So we're going to try controlling that through describing the water as well. But right now we're going to go near shimmering pond. We're going to do we're going to say blue pond, but I want a different word for blue. So we're going to say azure blue pond with a, we're going to say ruby red butterfly. So here I'm putting 3 different colors in this. Now, one of the problems that we have with Stable Diffusion, let's see if it does it here, is its ability to isolate those colors. See how you can see we got part of the fox is green, the pond didn't really turn out blue, the one butterfly is blue, and we got 2 ruby red butterflies. So to deal with this, you know, we can try emphasizing individual ones. We may need that. So I'm going to take this. We're going to remove that. We're going to put it over here. Put it right here. We're going to take the butterflies and make them separate. Let's see what that does. It does, as you can see, it does enhance those colors. So now we got the green pond. So it didn't even include butterflies in that. So let's emphasize the butterflies. We're going to introduce something that can actually help with this. I don't use it that often, but it does help when isolating colors. Okay, so let's try this. So majestic emerald green fox break near shimmering azure blue pond with ruby red butterflies. Let's change this to flies. Butterflies. And do another break. This may break the whole thing. I don't use the break command very often, but because sometimes it just doesn't do what you want, and sometimes it can kind of mess things up. So we're getting blue butterflies still, but we're getting more ruby red butterflies. The fox is not emerald green. So what the break does is it kind of resets the focus of the AI. So what I want to do is, let's get rid of this one and leave the rest. Okay, getting there. So the pond is a little more blue. We got the red butterflies. I think what I want to do is separate this from this. And we're going to emphasize this separately. We're going to increase that one just a little bit. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So yeah, sometimes you have to break them out individually. Each of the individual colors, emphasize them. And by doing this first, you get this all in there and it's able to separate the colors quite a bit. And then using the break tells the AI to now focus on the rest of it. Okay, once it's able to set that in place. That's a great picture right there. Now, you can achieve color manipulation through Inpainting as well. We just did a video on Inpainting. We can show you how to do that as well. But as you can see, play around with this. And it is really important to, when you give more detail to the AI, it doesn't even matter if it's about color. When you add more details to a specific item in your image, the AI focuses on that more. And so if we change this from ruby red, let's change this to fire orange. Not saying it's going to give us the exact same thing before afterwards, but it looks like it's doing good. So we got our fire orange there, our emerald green fox, and the water's still pretty blue. You know, it's got a little bit of green in there, but that's a great image too. So as you can see, we've separated each of these, emphasized each one individually, the colors, with whatever the object is that we're trying to describe, and giving the AI enough details to say, hey, this is important. Okay. Let's go back to that other image and take it over to Inpainting. We're going to do some Inpainting with colors. So let's go back here. Let's grab, I really liked this one. That was a good one. Let's send this over to Inpainting. See if it'll do it. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. All right. And see how these flowers here, or these lily pads are, and flowers are kind of the red. You know, the AI kind of sees that similar to a butterfly. Let's change this. Okay. And what I don't want to do necessarily is change what those lily pads physically look like. Let's try doing a little bit of control net with this. Let's switch over to an Inpainting model. And we're going to use the Dream Shaper XL Lightning Inpainting model. So I don't have to switch necessarily the number of steps that I'm doing. Actually, we're going to drop that down. We're going to do 10 steps. Mask is fine, and mask blur is fine. Original, we're going to do Inpaint mask. And we're going to set this to a 1-to-1 ratio. That's fine. And what we're going to do is come up here. We're going to describe purple lily pads. In blue, azure blue water. You know what? Let's do that. The water is not quite as blue as I wanted it. Let's just change the whole thing. Now, this is probably going to add more lily pads to it, and that's fine. But we can keep the overall structure. We're going to do a control net maybe here. So let's do purple lily pads in azure blue water. Let's do bright. We're adding another detail, bright azure blue water. So it's really going to put a lot of emphasis on that water. Let's come down here. Now we're going to go ahead and enable the control net. And we're going to take that image. Let's see if we can send it over to Inpainting control net. I think we have that option to image to image control net. Let's see what that does. Yeah, I didn't think so. So what we're going to do, I just downloaded the image. We're going to enable this. Do pixel perfect. We're going to upload an independent control image. Drag this over here. This is just the image I just downloaded. I'm just going to drag the image in there. We're going to do Canny. So Canny, what that'll do is it'll maintain the structure of the image. Like the physical structure, not necessarily colors or anything like that, which is what we want. But because we're masking out a specific area, that specific area is the only area that's going to change. Should be the only area that's going to change. Let's try, I'm not sure I like that. Canny may not do what we want. Let's try soft edge. think that'll get us more what we want for the water. Yeah, let's try that. And that's it for that. I don't think we need to modify anything else with that. We are going to do 2 different variants, if we can get that. And I think everything else should be fine. So we've made our description, masked out our area, let's render. We are using a Lightning Inpainting model, so this should move pretty quick once it gets that model in. Water is definitely a little bluer. We got purple lily pads, that's awesome. We kept the overall structure. I'd really like to make it blue though. Like, I want that to be blue. So purple lily pads in... I always end up using... So you can use Control and then the up arrow key. Once you highlight the words you want to emphasize, the up and down arrow key will emphasize, de-emphasize. So when you go to below 1.0, it'll go off and then it goes down to 0.9, 0.8. And that when you go below 1 into the point whatever, that actually de-emphasizes. So we want to go up. We're going to go to 1.4. I want to really emphasize that. Hopefully I don't lose the purple lily pads. Looks like it's maintaining the purple lily pads. So definitely maintained it there. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's the overall aesthetic of the image and it's trying to maintain that. Let's try fill. Yeah, let's try fill. Sometimes when you try to change a color of something, it can be really difficult. And maybe azure blue is not what I'm looking for. Maybe I'm looking for a different color. Yeah, I completely lost what I wanted there. So let's switch this back over to original. Let's try bright navy blue water. That's more like what I wanted, I think. We're getting the blues separate from the, the emerald green fox. And we got the purple lily pads. It took 2 tries. Looks like that one didn't quite do it, but this one did. Yeah. Yeah, that looks great. We got a couple lily pads over here. That's fine. That looks great. So yeah. Controlling color can be done through a variety of ways. If you can get it right in the first try with your first prompt using some of these techniques right here, great. You can change color theme. You can control it through color themes too. So let's say maybe we want this original prompt. Let's grab this original prompt here. What was it? Let's go over to the image browser and yeah, so it's this one right here. No, that's the one we were messing with. Let's say we want to do a color theme. Let's just do this. Large butterfly. We're going to do a emerald green, dark purple, and navy blue color theme. Grab those prompts. So my prompt generator is designed to incorporate that. You can actually do it through the the control panel here too. You can pick your color themes right here. Maybe I'll show you that too. Okay, so let's grab that. Let's see what it is. Sly Fox by Glistening Pond. Yeah, it didn't incorporate the color theme there. Let's see. Fox Looking Near Pond, Emerald Allure, Dark Purple Depths, Navy Blue Hues, Regal Butterfly, Enchanted Woodland, Tranquil Waters. Let's reduce this down. Sometimes the prompt generator, when I'm using more than one prompt, it'll do individual colors in each one. So let's just tell it that. Dark purple, navy blue hues, sparkling water. So it's separating that there. What I want to do, let's Let's get rid of this. Let's come over here. Let's find our purple. And find our green. It's kind of a emerald green. I don't know. Let's do this too. Let's do that. I like that. And then what was the other one? Red, ruby red. So deep purple, dark teal, ruby red, and let's just submit it with that. Deep purple hues, okay. Dark teal patterns, okay. Tranquil water, soft glowing lights, ruby red accents. So here's the thing when using this is it will, when you're just specifying a color theme, it's not necessarily going to give you specifics. Let's see what that gives us. Because it's going to probably make the fox normal. But as you can see, we've got all of our colors that we specified in there. The water is the color we wanted. We have the purple flowers here. We got some red stuff. We got our, kind of a red butterfly. We could probably render that a couple more times. Get some variation on that. God, sometimes I hate those slider bars. I just want to. Am I still on an Inpainting model? I am. That's why it looks a little weird, but it is doing what we want. Switch us back over to a lightning model. Let's do the reality's edge again. I was going to say it looks a little funny. It definitely looks a little funny. When you're doing that with Inpainting models, just trying to generate images, you're gonna get some funny looking stuff. So yeah, it tries to create things that are natural looking. You get the colors you specified. The butterfly is definitely red. You got the purple flowers and other things, and then the lush greenery. So you can control colors that way by specifying kind of a color theme. Yeah, and if you don't want to use complex prompts, you just say a red fox in a forest with a red, say, ruby red butterfly and navy blue pond. We're going to just do a real simple one. Not the best prompt in the world, but these are okay. Because the prompt is so short, it is able to focus on the colors quite a bit more intensely. We got the one blue butterfly over here, but everything else seems to match up. Although physically, it's laying stuff out very weird, and that's because of the simplicity of the prompt. So you could actually take that, drop that into here, grab a prompt from that. See how it handles the colors there. Yeah, that was pretty good. I like that one. See, it's got those colors there, the purples. It's got that the normal looking fox. And the water, being what it is reflecting. So you're getting a lot of blues there, teals, and a red butterfly. Colors are fun. You know, when being able to specify your color, having control over that. That's why I built this tool here. I wanted to be able to visually pick the colors I wanted for what I'm working with, to be able to get that color theming in there. Helps out a lot, definitely. So, but that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. Pretty easy tutorial and just some quick tips and stuff on how to do colors. Have better control over the colors of objects in your images and or the overall color theming. Like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you all later.